Hola, ¿qué tal? Toda la gente, jak się macie? How are you? I hope that this is a great Friday evening. Today, I'm gonna be with some wonderful Latin American people, and I really hope that you'll enjoy this special video with them. I just also wanted to let you know that this is a special moment to me because this actually is the very first time when I can tell you that I've been given this fantastic award. And I just wanted to say thank you to Beata, to Agnieszka, to Camila, and all the great people that have been working with me on this radio and TV show. Because this award, I just got it for being tolerant, open-minded, and for really sharing the European values around the world and maybe around the Poznań radio stations. And I just wanted to say thanks a lot, because this award given by the Marszałek, so the local government of Wielkopolska, really is a wonderful award, and I'm just so happy that this has happened. So this award will be with us today, and I hope that you will just keep on being tuned in, because I'm not asking you for anything special. I just wanted to say that I'm humbled and that this really is a wonderful moment. So we're beginning this newest episode of International Poznań today with two guys from Latin America. So there is somebody from Mexico and there is somebody from Peru. They are just really busy sharing the video, but that's fine. I just wanted to say hola, ¿qué tal? How are you guys?
Hola, hola, muy bien.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están?
We hope that you're fine and that this has been shared around the world.
Yeah, I'm sharing it with Mexico actually. Yes, once.
I'm sharing it with Poland and Peru.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So we're almost there. I will soon talk to Rafał Polacki, who is the person behind the boards of this radio show. If you don't mind, I'll just put this word somewhere over there. And
congratulations.
Yeah, we will have to put it more to this side, and I hope that you guys are visible as well. Okay, so if you guys are ready, then I'm ready too, and we could pretty much start the show.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Do you give me the green light?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So I'm just gonna say that we're ready. Dzisiaj za sterami Rafał Polacki. Rafał, bardzo serdecznie poproszę, żebyśmy rozpoczęli to nagranie. And then you're just gonna hear the magical sound, and I hope that this will all work out. And of course, we're waiting for your questions, amigos, to both of them, to Daniel and to Jose, and we just hope that you'll join us all this time. So let's begin. Uwaga, teraz będzie sygnał. Hey, hi, hello. This is this special episode with musicians. Punto Latino Band is their name, and they are here for us, and they have been around for quite some time, sharing the wonderful Latin American music, the vibe, but also the great charisma and maybe the wonderful warm atmosphere and the shaky moves, maybe something that we should learn in here. Hello, amigo.
Hello, señor. ¿Cómo está?
See, I'm fine. Todo bien. I'm really happy that you are finally in here. I just wanted to ask you, how long has this been going on? That you, a Mexican guy and a Polish-Peruvian guy, are musicians?
Well, has been together in this stage of Punto Latino right now. It has been like three years or two.
2 years, like officially.
Officially
2 or 3 years, but we know each other. I don't know,
very
6,
long.
7 years.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that.
No,
So-
first we were very good friends, and then we started to work together
Okay, so you would be very good friends for some time and not really into music?
all the time with
No,
the music.
we were playing music all the time. Some jams together, but with Punto Latino, officially for 2 years, maybe 3, I guess. I don't know. something
Yeah.
like that. But before we were playing like little small concerts, or we were jamming together,
Or this season
partying
in the
together.
summer. In the summer, we're
Oh, in
playing
the
by the
summer, oh,
seaside.
yeah, the
So,
summer.
so do I get it right that the whole music story also started with you guys partying together, just having good time?
Pretty much.
Yeah, kinda.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sinceramente.
Sinceramente.
Okay, that's great because maybe with the best parties it's the best friendships, and then if you have a good friendship, then you already have the basis for a very good band. So you've been together for 2 years.
Yeah.
But does that mean that you have an indefinite plan? Czy macie nieograniczony w czasie czas? So do you wish to continue it for a long time? Do you feel the strength, the power to do so?
I think so. We have to do it. We have to make it better, and that's why we are here. We are like we had a break, little break, to breathe, just to get some inspiration.
Okay, so sometimes you need to relax a little bit.
Yes,
Daniel,
we do.
is that true?
Yeah, of course. Like he said, we want to get better. We don't plan to end anything. We just want to keep going as long as we can keep going. And we had a little break for about a couple of months, and every member of the group had a little time to, I don't know, practice, spend time with family, do other projects, and now we are ready for the new year to like go with fire and just conquer the world.
With mucha fuerte and with fuego. Because
With fuego.
is the
Fire.
fire.
Así.
That's good. So if you play with them, Daniel, and I know that you play congas. By the
Yes, I
way,
do.
what's congas?
Congas is some kind of drum instrument that you play with your hands. That's the most simplistic way that
And
I
it
can...
looks a little bit like a big frisbee.
How did they? Oh,
No, I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, the photo, of course, it's a pad. It's like it's a conga that you could, I don't know, take to a practice or take to a small concert. But the real conga, like the big conga, is it looks like I don't know,
Like drums?
everybody knows bongos. It's like
Yeah.
bongos, but
you know,
this
bongos.
size.
Yeah,
Yes.
but congas are bigger. It looks like an egg, kind of like an egg. And it's, I don't know, it's quite big. I mean, this frisbee thing was just for a photo, and I
Just to
use it for
cover.
practice.
Okay, so would you say that to actually take the right conga, it requires some strength?
Yeah, it requires actually 10 people to take one conga. And I'm
Nah.
just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. It depends how many congas you have.
Okay.
Because I have 2. I'm planning to have 3. I don't know. They're not heavy. I don't know. Maybe 15 kilograms for one. But it's a big instrument. Like a drummer has his
But
set.
depends how big is your car.
It depends how big is your car.
Your car is.
Yeah.
So if you want to travel as Punto Latino Band, how many cars do you need? Maybe that is the question.
That's a good question.
Depending on how big is your car.
And what's the budget?
What's the budget? No, usually we take one car for instruments because
Okay.
you need to fit in the drums, the congas, the keyboards, the guitars, and sometimes we need to fit in the speakers, but rarely, and the group. So we have,
Or sometimes we just rent a nice van,
yeah.
Okay.
huge, and we travel together.
Which was the greatest place that you have performed in so far? Gdzie dokąd występowaliście, gdzie było najciekawiej, najfajniej?
That's an interesting question.
We play in very weird places, of course.
Yeah.
So do you agree to any concert?
Well, depend on what standards we
Even if
we-
I ask you to play at a funeral and you still say yes? Or do you say no
well-
to some offers?
Well, here would be weird. In Mexico, it's
Exactly,
everyday thing.
because
Yeah.
because in Mexico that wouldn't be a problem, right?
No,
No.
not at all.
I'm also referring to Dia de los Muertos,
Yeah, exactly.
when you actually celebrate somebody's
Most of
life.
musicians work that day. It's really good day to work.
Yep.
Okay, so that is the difference. But in here, you still probably don't know where the most interesting concert was.
Depending on what do you mean by interesting, depending on what standards you mean
Okay, so
by,
maybe the one that you will not forget.
well, I will not forget the concert that the sound guy let's say, screw everything up and
Okay,
put everything in a different places. And I remember the part like,
so like the technical person
Yeah.
just
We'll
blew it
call
up.
him the engineer from NASA.
yeah, exactly. And our drummer, we were playing the song, right? And our drummer didn't hear anybody, didn't hear the click. Something was
Your
wrong.
drummer?
He
Okay.
just stood up and ripped the cables off and started to play with that.
Without
Because it was
anything.
still better than...
Yeah, it was still better not to hear anything than to
Mieli
hear the...
fatalnego akustyka, który totalnie rozwalił całą
Or
imprezę.
this
Trzeba było
situation,
wyciągnąć aż
not
wszystkie
many
kable.
people know about this, what happened to us in Mam Talent, actually.
Oh, tell me, the Polish edition of Got
Yeah.
Talent.
Yeah.
That is something that I would really love to hear about, but we just need to take a break, okay?
Yep.
All right.
So I would just ask for the first music choice. So maybe we're gonna hear from Jose Luis. So something from Mexico. Tell me about
Yes, senor.
that song.
This is a very Mexican singer, very famous. Actually, right now he lives in the US, but whatever.
He lives in the USA?
Yeah. And this is a very traditional song called La Bikina. And it's about a girl. And it's about love, like every Mexican song. Cannot be different.
La Bikina. And La Bikina is about a lady?
Yes.
Bikina, that's like...
Not bikini, but bikina.
Okay, and it has nothing to do with bikini.
Sometimes, but not really.
That's fine. Okay, so I guess we're just taking a short break. This is 102.7 FM, and I wanted to thank everybody for joining. And please just stay tuned to MC Radio. This is 102.7 FM. And yes, when it comes to the music part of the show, that's only available on the radio program, not on live Facebook video. I just wanted to say hi again. This is the International Poznań. And the choice, the music choice of Jose Luis Keys was La Bikina. And that's from Luis Miguel. Do you also know Luis Miguel, Daniel?
Yeah, of course. Of course I do.
Tell me, please, about him.
I do. Oh, man. I don't know the history. I know the songs about...
So you also like La Bikina?
Well, I didn't hear the song La Bikina. I know you, Luis Miguel. I know his songs, but the choice of Jose, to be honest...
Very, very Mexican version. Because he's a pop singer normally. But he decided to make some CDs to record some very Mexican tunes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very, very good.
Okay, that's good. So the guy is up and running. He is still a very famous person, but you say in the US.
No, he's living there. But
He's living in the US.
In all America, in all the continent.
Does it happen a lot that Mexicans or Latin American people would go to the United States, to Los Estados Unidos, and then have a big career there? I'm just asking you guys because of Luis. Actually, I know that he is not from the United States. He is from... Luis Fonsi is from Puerto Rico, right? I think so.
I would say Colombian, but I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
Maybe.
not sure. I
Okay.
know he's fine, but
So, but anyway, he would just go to the States. I think his parents would live there, and he just made this big career there. Do you think that it's often the case?
I don't think he made a career in the U.S. because he didn't start with Despacito. Before he was a Latin pop star. So, but is that the case? Probably.
This is what happens normally with the all artists. You have to step in Mexico first, and then you jump to U.S. Once you reach the Mexican market, you can reach the market in the United States. And many artists, that's what they do. For example, Luis Miguel himself, or any others who are famous already, they decided just to go to the States because this is like the main operational, where all the business is, all the industry of music is there. And then from there, it goes down to all South America. That's why everybody wants to live there.
Okay. And then would you say that in Europe there would be some countries which would be maybe better for musicians? Because I don't know how easy it is to make a big career in here, honestly.
It's not easy though.
No.
Because I also play with some other project called Emersound.
Okay.
Probably you heard about it.
Of course.
And I like, for example, Germany, because they respect music. They are all over about the rights of people who write songs,
Mhm.
and you get paid for that. And
Okay,
they
so
make
you
sure you
see-
get paid for that. And I could say that.
So you see
that
more
is a
respect
good-
for musicians in
Yes,
Germany.
Indeed.
Hmm. Have you ever worked in Germany as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
I
then
did.
have you ever lived in Germany?
No.
No.
Just working. I couldn't live there, honestly.
Okay, so you would really enjoy working there,
Working
but
there.
not necessarily living
No.
there.
And being so close, I can live here and sometimes go there just
Yeah.
to work.
So
I
tell
love
me,
it.
please, what would be the reason for you not to want to live there in Germany?
The people.
Okay.
Basically, they are nice. I'm not saying anything bad about them.
Mhm.
But when it comes to this kind of, you guys in Poland are kind of like we are.
You really
We-
think so?
Yeah, I think so. The same kind of, how to say,
Power.
power, temperament. I
Vibe.
don't know. Like Trump says, tremendous people, tremendous.
Tremendous, tremendous people.
The good people, not
The good people,
good-
not the
perfect,
bad
Yeah,
people.
no, the bad
perfect
hombres,
people.
bad
Not the
hombres
bad
that-
people.
the perfect people.
So
But yeah, people, you guys are similar to us in many ways.
tutaj to jest oczywiście International Poznań na 102,7 FM, a dzisiaj ze mną w studiu Jose Luis z Meksyku i Daniel Ortega, który jest w połowie Polakiem, połowie Peruwieńczykiem i zastanawiamy się między innymi nad muzyką, rozmawiamy o muzyce, o Punto Latino, o ich zespole. Daniel, I just wanted to ask you, because you seem to combine the two worlds, the Polish world and the Peruvian world.
Yeah.
So do you really see so much similarity between Poles and Latin Americans?
Yep. Well, I'm not the guy to speak about Peruvian culture because I was there only once, and I was very little. But my dad is from Peru, and I see him. I know how he acts. I know what he does. I know what he says and how he feels
Yeah.
about Poland and Polish people. And he always say that we're kind of similar. Not similar because we have our differences, but we like to party. Like he said, the reason that he fell in love with Poland was because he was invited to a wedding, and he saw Peru. He saw alcohol, dance, food, and two families arguing with each other. And
That was just one wedding.
yeah, and that was just one wedding, and that's what he said. I think that's a legend, and in every legend you have some parts of a true story, but I think that's true. I mean, I see my father here. He lives here for over like 25 years,
Yeah, and he still enjoys it.
and he enjoys it.
That's good. I would have a lot of questions to you, including that special moment on Polish television when you had some troubles, and I know that the whole country was watching. Many of you, ladies and gentlemen, have probably heard of Punto Latino, and I will also give us the chance, the opportunity to hear from Punto Latino. But now we're gonna have some MC radio music as well, which is also cool. The Chainsmokers joined by Coldplay, something just like this, and I hope that you will enjoy it. I just wanted to say that we're really happy that you're tuning in to International Poznań. You can also find us on internationalpoznań.pl. And let me just tell you, amigos and amigas, that you can always join us in this live discussion, because if you join us, then you can actually win the two invitations for two people. Dwa podwójne zaproszenia na koncert, który będzie już 3 lutego. So this is going to be on the 3rd of February, which is like Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. And each of these tickets is worth 35 zł. It all depends on you. So you just join our discussion, you ask your question, or you write something about Punto Latino. It's your choice. Just join us and we'll really, really appreciate it. So that is just an invitation. By the way, Karolina Sadłowska is saying that you are best Latino band or the best Latino team in Poznań.
Batman and Robin.
Greetings to Carolina.
Thank you very much, Carolina. Thank you very much, Anna. Anna Stadler just joined us. There's also Patricia Dudziak watching. There's Chris, there's Sylvia, there's Jagoda, Anastasia, Carolina, Katarzyna, and Isa. And I hope that there will be more people joining us. Hello and welcome. This is International Poznań, and my name is Maciek Kautz. There's Daniel Ortega and there's Jose Luis, and we are just having good time here on MC Radio. So the topic for today is the greatest Latino band of the city of Poznań and how you have been doing in the last years. I also remember you from Mam Talent, from Got Talent, the big TV show. And I wanted to ask you because in one of the previous parts of our conversation, you just said that there was this horrible or very tragic moment of the production. So tell me, please.
Okay, it was like this. Everything was fine. Honestly, the jury was very good to us. They were giving the best opinions. We were very happy.
Yeah.
And there was this moment of the semi-final, very important moment.
Yeah, that was live in Warsaw.
It's live.
Yeah.
And I remember this meeting with the producer. He comes to us and says, "Listen, guys, congratulations that you're here, but this is a live show, and in the live show, shit happens sometimes. So whatever happens, just keep going with your thing. If there is
okay, that's maybe a very good piece of advice.
Yeah, actually, that was the best advice.
I think he knew that something's gonna happen. That's why he told you guys that.
I want to think that he didn't know. And then all stress. Were very stressed, but we were really into that. We were really playing, practicing. That was our moment. There was like the final countdown, and then I remember this moment when 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And we all
the
had,
whole country of Poland is seeing you.
Yes, that was just unbelievable feeling. And we had all these headphones because we didn't have normal monitors. We had in the ear.
Yeah, that's what they usually have.
Yeah, because it's
in the
live
studio.
show has to be changed everything so fast, and I cannot hear anything. And no one could hear anything. And we were far away. The stage was
so
huge.
they didn't give you the opportunity to hear each other, which is so freaking important
Exactly.
in a concert. That's like the number one thing.
We were completely like, what is happening? But our drummer was 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, and we played by memory. I couldn't hear my keyboards, obviously, because they are electronic.
Yes.
I was just imagining what I was playing. Roman also, the bass guitar, like we all were just smiling and please God, help us.
Let's just survive this.
And that was like the whole life. This minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, was the longest I ever went through.
Oh
really.
my.
Oh my God. When it finished, we were like, what just happened? But everybody was like, oh, very good. And
Yay.
Also this, Górola and Agnieszka and telling us that was prawdziwa fiesta.
So the jury, all the members of the jury said you were great.
And people on in the studio, because it was really loud, but in the front.
Mm-hmm.
In the back, we couldn't hear anything.
Okay.
And the dancers started to dance, but without music. We were like, how are they dancing? I don't know. And just moving.
Are you really saying that it was so quiet that even the dancers could not hear that?
Yeah, I think they couldn't hear. They were listening to the live percussion.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Drummer,
actually,
you cannot mute the drummer.
The hero here is
Right.
Bartek, our drummer. Because
Okay,
he's a
He was on
machine.
point. He was on point, and because of him, everybody could play or imagine to play everything like with on
Okay,
point.
according to the drummer.
Yes.
He
Exactly.
saved us. He saved us, really.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
you couldn't hear the conga, you couldn't hear the piano, you couldn't hear the bass. You could hear the drummer and the trombone, right?
But it really was hardcore. Once after the show, I remember we went to drink something, and I don't remember how that evening finished. but was nice.
Yeah, I
At
mean,
the end.
I'm so impressed that you actually made it, but I'm also surprised. And tell me, did you talk to the TV crew afterwards? Did you say,
cannot
"Hey, what happened?"
No, because he warned us.
Uh-huh.
So what can we say?
Okay, the producer warned you of that.
Yeah.
So did you then watch the whole gig and did you say it was okay? So did you have the chance to actually check if it was okay?
Oh, I was afraid. I was waiting for a week to do that, to be honest.
You were
Yeah,
afraid
I was
to watch
afraid
it.
what went through, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But when I checked, honestly, it was okay.
Okay.
Could have been much better, but it was very okay.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. There will be more topics to talk about. I just wanted to say that my guests are not just musicians, but they're also dancers, for example. And I'm talking of Jose. You actually also teach Zumba here in the city. So people can ask you about that. When it comes to Daniel,
I'm an entrepreneur. I like to say that I'm an entrepreneur,
yes,
baby.
you're an entrepreneur. To jest przedsiębiorca, but he also is a fitness coach, and he's so good at it. Well, you can pretty much see that he's good at it. The strength is here. We just hope that you'll be with us as well. I just wanted to ask you one question. What Punto Latino song are we recommending now? So what should people hear from you guys?
There are many.
This is just this.
But I would like to invite you to the concert. We're going to release some new songs over there.
Okay,
And it's better if you go and show up and
Of
you
course.
hear yourself.
of course. And then if we could play one song on this radio show, which song would that be?
Elena, no?
But yeah, that's a classic. And this is a very meaningful song for us because this was the beginning of the new Punto Latino.
Okay, so we're going to talk about this song and we will just simply enjoy it. Thank you so very much for being with me.
Thank you.
And welcome back. This is International Poznań. We're waiting for all the questions online. You can always find International Poznań on Facebook. This is just where you have to look for International Poznań. So facebook.com/International Poznań. MC Radio 102,7 FM to jest to miejsce, w którym się słyszymy i cieszę się, że tak właśnie się dzieje. There's people who are listening, but there's also people who are watching, and that includes Anastasia, Maya, and Iza. I don't know why, but there tend to be many more women watching than men watching, and it may just have to do with the attractiveness of the guests because there's some really handsome guys, and there is Daniel and there's Jose. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hola. Hola,
Hola,
chicos.
señor.
So we've just heard the song which is called Elena.
Elena.
Why Elena?
Elena to... That's a song 40s or something like that.
Okay.
And it's about a woman called Elena who left the husband because she was in love with another guy.
Okay.
And that was a really controversial song because those kind of things, they don't happen to us. We are
Okay.
machos. This shouldn't happen.
So this is a story of a lady who is engaged in a relationship, but then she does something else.
Yep.
Yeah, she
Okay.
goes with another one.
Okay. And you say that never happens.
No. To us.
To us, Latinos.
Come on.
Come on.
Really? People think that it actually happens to Latinos.
I mean, we leave the woman. The woman doesn't leave us. That's what they say.
Even if they do leave, we
Even
still say,
if,
okay, go
even when
because
they
I-
leave, because you leave because I want you to leave. That's why you leave. You don't leave because you want to leave. You want to leave. Yeah, that's what we do.
But in a way, it's funny. You know that. I mean,
Yeah, of course,
It
we're
is.
joking.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that probably is not the real thing that Latino guys do. But then, do you think that people have this perception of Latino guys always doing a lot of crazy things
Telenovelas.
with a lot
It's
of crazy
because
women?
of telenovela. We
They
don't.
harm us. Telenovelas show the Latino
We're
the
not
wrong
like
way.
this.
Come on.
We're
have-
normal people.
We're good people. Tremendous people.
Tremendous people.
Very good
No,
people.
we're normal. I mean, we're like Polish people, like German people, like English people, like American people. We have feelings. We can be heartbroken. We can be happy. We can be a-holes. We can be good. We can be bad. Like everybody in different countries. Yes, we like to, I don't know, date women or stuff like that. But so does Polish people.
Of course.
So yeah.
But with us, there are a lot of pluses. We know how to cook.
Yep.
We know how to clean sometimes.
We know how to dance.
We know how to dance. This is the most important.
Because actually in some Latin American countries, people are actually taught how to dance at school. Is that true? Because I've heard it from some people from Mexico, I think.
In Mexico, yeah, I say that yes, because not this culture of dancing is not really popular like in other countries, like in Colombia or Brazil. But still, for example, in my case, I didn't study any of dancing, anything. I learned everything on the go with my friends, with other instructors I was hanging out with. And it happened like this. But of course, there are schools if you want to be very professional in what you do and you want to teach others. Yes, there are other options. But at the end of the day, the customer, the client, they don't want to see your certificate. They don't want to just see what you do.
So that is the thing, that after all, it doesn't really depend.
No.
Well, I knew how to move. I can say that I knew how to move when I was little. I knew how to move my body. That's either.
We used to have we had a lot of time because in the mornings till the afternoon we were working, and then in the night, going out sometimes for a beer or sometimes to
For
the club.
2 beers, for 3
Or
beers.
3 or 4, whatever. But I have to say that Daniel he just had it, just had to develop it. But he has the moves. He has this facility of doing it.
So it's not really in your blood, like it actually is.
I would say that yes. If you see him
Yes?
dancing,
Okay.
it's in
No,
his
I mean,
DNA.
Now, I would say that anybody that knows the music, I mean, listens to the rhythm, knows how to dance, because you need to you just need to move with the music. You don't have to know how to dance salsa and whatever, but you just need to move to the beat, to the rhythm. And when you do that, when you know how to do that, you just know how to dance. And I knew how to do it from the start. And he has a band, or he has 4 bands actually, but he did a project called Unity. And the Unity project was all about Michael Jackson's cover songs, but in salsa styles.
And you know that he's the only one who got the rights to do that.
Yeah. Because he's amazing. He does amazing work doing it, and I recommend it.
You need to have a right to do that.
Yep,
Yes.
of course. If you want to do it like publicly and be big about it
and sell it.
and sell it, of course you have to have rights.
That makes perfect sense after all. This is MC Radio. I just wanted to apologize if there have been any interruptions.
John Rodriguez was a singer, I think.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, so it was featuring Jen Rodriguez with Tony Zucker.
Yeah, Tony Zucker actually did the song.
Okay, that is wonderful. I wanted to thank you for that. This is MC Radio. This is International Poznań. I just wanted to say hey, hi, hello to everybody who has just joined the discussion. Amigos, tell me please, what does it feel like to live every day in Poznań, in the city of Poznań? And this question has to do with Jose first and foremost, because you can get used to the weather, you can get used to all the things that are in the city, but can you get used to the people, and can you really start liking them?
Well, I don't really live in Poznań, just on the site in Czerwona.
Okay.
But I have to say that I never use tramway.
Yes.
Because I use the car because of the situation where I come from outside of the city, and the people are really unbelievable bad. And we should
And that's
be
because
good.
of the weather, you say?
No.
It's because of Christmas. Normally people are nice, but I don't like going to the mall in the Christmas time.
Okay.
Because
So,
it's
because
a
we
big
just
fight,
get too
starting
crazy
from the
and-
parking.
And or are we get very nervous?
Just me and nervous. Everybody's like hurrying, speeding up, and parking in the ways that looks like Lego. You know,
It's great to hear. And is this really the only time of the year when this place can be problematic?
I think every place is problematic during the Christmas time. I mean,
Okay.
but
Speaking of Christmas time, it actually is no more Christmas time or New Year's Eve. And New Year's Eve, Daniel, is the time of the year when people make New Year's resolutions.
oh, you want me to coach everybody, right?
Postanowienia noworoczne. And you're this fitness coach and you're really good at it. And you've been doing it for so many years. I wanted to ask you how not to give up on your New Year's resolutions.
Well-
Because some of them say goodbye to the New Year's resolutions by 6th of January, some by the 15th of January, and only 20% of people stay on the track. So what do we do?
Well, my recommendation is not to make the New Year's resolution. It's the first. I mean, it's a kind of subjective opinion because if you want to do something, like for example, if you want to change your body, you can't make a decision upon the new year because you could make a decision upon the new Monday or new month or new week or
It can
new
be
hour.
any new moment.
It could be any new moment because the fact is that there's not a perfect time to do anything. You need to make it a perfect time. So if you like want to, for example, burn fat or change your body and you find a motivation in the new year, I think that's when you fail because that's not a good enough reason to change anything. So, for example, if you want to change because you want to change your life, and that's your motivation, that's why you want to change it, you should do it right now. You should not waste your time on waiting for something to start or happen on New Year because that's just an opinion. Because every day, actually, if you look like from the scientific point of view and you look like from an astronomical point of view, every day is a new year. Every hour is a new year. Every second is a new year because we say it's a new year because we did a circle around the sun. So actually, we do a whole
but the
circle.
Earth is flat.
Ah, come on, just stop with this.
Okay.
And if you find your motivation in the new year, it's actually, you have, like you said, only 20% of people actually stay on track. So if you let's say you say, okay, from the new year, from 2nd of January, I'll start to work out and start to eat better. Cool. Make a plan, but make an easy plan. For example, I will start to work out. That's not a plan. You just said that you'll start to work out and I will start to eat better. But what does it mean? You don't know what does it mean. You need to make a plan. For example, I will run every Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday for 30 minutes before breakfast. Now, that's a plan. I will, for example, do 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, and 20 squats every other day. Now, that's a plan. You just write it out. You have it here. Now, the meal plan. You have to do a plan. I will not eat this. I will eat that many calories or whatever. You need to make a plan. If you don't have a plan, you won't do it.
That makes perfect sense. How about we talk about the meal plan very soon, okay?
Okay.
That is the next thing to talk about. I wanted to thank you so very much for being with us. This is MC Radio, and we will come back. Okay, and I also wanted to thank everybody who's been watching us on Facebook. This was our live video. And once again, sorry for the short interruptions. It just all had to do with the internet. Sometimes it just goes like that. I wanted to say that the very last part of the show will only be available on the radio station. And once again, we're waiting for your comments when it comes to the concert, which is on the 3rd of February. And the question is, maybe write about why you think you would like to be at the concert. So write about Punto Latino, what they are to you, or why this concert would be such a great idea. Who would you take, maybe? Yeah, maybe because the sexy men that you have just seen, or maybe because of, or maybe because of something else. So once again, I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching, and please make sure to hear the whole conversation on MC Radio, which is highly recommended. Thank you very much. Gracias, señores.